For many years, I live in peaceful Germany. Here I have my home, wife, and children who speak German better than our mother tongue. But my thoughts are always with the victimized Yazidi people. Yazidi is a peaceful, small community. They live mainly in northern Iraq. We have our own culture and religion. That's why Islamic extremists oppress us for 100 years. Saddam regime forcibly registered the Yazidis as Arab. Since my childhood, I saw how the Yazidis were discriminated. I was at the university active in a student group for the rights of the Yazidis. Saddam regime, they arrest my father and brother for more than 1 year for this political engagement that I had. And I had to escape. And then I decided to leave Iraq at all. So I came to Germany in 1995. In 2007, Al-Qaeda exploded truck bombs. 310 innocent Yazidis were killed. Hundreds were injured. I managed to bring 6 most severely wounded children to German hospitals, a mission that has changed my life. We established a small NGO called Luftbrücke Iraq, which means Air Bridge Iraq. Our goal was to treat victims of terror in Germany. I decided to fight terrorism with our humanity whenever I can till now. In 2014, ISIS occupied the whole region Sinjar where Yazidi lived. They killed thousands of men and captured 6,500 women and children. About 170,000 Yazidis escaped to the Mount Sinjar, the place for 20,000 maximum. So the humanitarian crisis started. We asked the Iraqi government to help the victims. So they decided to bring the food and water to the mount on a helicopter and bring the most vulnerable people to the safe area. I knew all these areas of region Sinjar, and I volunteered to fly with a helicopter. We made several flights a day. Each time, people collected around the place we were in, and everyone wanted to jump to the helicopter. That day, we were much overloaded. So soon after takeoff, the helicopter lost the balance and crashed. The pilot died. Others survived by miracle. I have broken my leg and 2 ribs. I said, there is a reason that I survived, and I have to work for this reason, and there's no time to die. First week, within the wheelchair, I went to Geneva and participated in the special session of Human Rights Council. I asked, with tears in my eye, to help the captured Yazidi women and children. Yazidi girls were sex slaves. ISIS established systematically slavery market and slavery procedure, and women were used as slaves like 1,000 years ago. I visited the first 2 girls who escaped from the captivity of ISIS. They were completely traumatized. Their husbands and fathers were killed. They have been sold many times. There was no sufficient trauma therapy for such cases in Iraq. I encouraged Western countries to help these women, and German government agreed to welcome 1,100 ex-ISIS slaves. I interviewed hundreds of them, and I was completely finished from inside. I couldn't sleep in the night. I had nightmares. I was crying every day. Lamia and 2 other girls tried to escape from ISIS, but 1 girl pressed on the landmine. It killed both girls. Lamia was completely burned and blind. I managed to bring her to Germany. We saved one of her eyes. She became a strong voice for the women victims of the war. On the 3rd of August, we gathered to commemorate the anniversary of Yazidi genocide. This day, ISIS occupied our land. I am trying to encourage international community to establish a special court to recognize Yazidi genocide. Unfortunately, after the Armenian genocide and then the Jews genocide, everybody said never again. But it has happened. I have a dream to change the world so the genocide will never happen again.